going on, y'all? We are running some errands. We've got to go into town. Got an Amazon package. So one of the things about Thousand Trails Parks is apparently a lot of them will charge you $5 per box to pick them up. I haven't asked specifically if that's the case here yet, but I think I've seen online that it is at this park. So just be mindful. Tanya and I have probably ordered way too many things off of Amazon in our day, and so we just gonna try to exercise restraint and stop spending money. Be like, well, we can't just get whatever we want here. But they do have an Amazon counter at a pharmacy in town. It's about 7 miles, I think, where you can then get packages shipped there for free. And then we need to do some loads of laundry as well. And there's only 4 washers at this park, which I think is too little based on how big this park is. However, they have a nice app you can put on your phone. You can pay to wash and dry with the app, and you can look and see not only is your load done, but you can look to see how many machines are available before you even drive up to the laundromat. I think that's pretty handy. Because when we were at the last park at Jellystone, there was 3 washing machines, and it was just this constant walk up there. I left like my quarters and my laundry, just like, you know, hey, I'd like to be next in line, but it didn't matter. There was hardly anywhere to sit in there, nothing to do, no TV, no couch, no nothing. Just keep walking up and maybe you get lucky. So at least having this app here at this Thousand Trails makes it better, makes it smarter. Had to dump some trash. Dumpsters are pretty spread out here. It could be quite a bit of a walk, possibly, depending on which area you're staying at. This new area, it's a great area. I love it, but there's probably need a few more dumpsters. All right, now we'll head up to the front for the laundry. One thing that dawned on me is if the app says that there are 2 washing machines available, which means 2 are being used, it probably doesn't account for the fact that maybe a load finished and nobody picked it up yet. All right, laundry is started, and this is pretty cool. I guess I had used this app before and already had some money loaded on here, but it actually shows me that I've got 26 minutes left on my load. And then down here where it had said there was 1 machine available, which was accurate, it said it should be another machine available in 15 minutes. Pretty handy little app. All right, so we got our items from the Amazon counter. It's inside of a pharmacy right down by the hospital. But I have a thought-provoking question for you. Is we had to drive about 7 to 8 miles to get to here, and now we got to drive it back. So if Thousand Trails is going to charge you $5 per package to receive your packages and pick them up, how much money in diesel or gasoline will you spend to drive to wherever it is to pick it up for free? Try to put those kinds of thoughts into practice whenever you are making these decisions about what you're going to do. Hi, Daisy. You happy to be in the truck? Daisy's been so used to being able to just lay outside on the chain all the time, and now I think Thousand Trails is not, they don't like that. Don't leave your dog out on a chain alone. I'm trying to decide the interpretation on the rules. If I'm inside the RV and the dog is outside on the chain, is that unattended? Let me know in the comments. Technically, I would say yes. I think that is unattended. But then I think there might be the mentality that if you leave them on the chain and then drive away, that's unattended. And I don't like that. Unless it was an emergency, I'm not going to leave my dog outside on the chain. I'm going to bring him in, or I'm going to bring him with me. Her. I keep saying M. M, like them. But Daisy doesn't like all the noises of all the things we watch on the television, and so she's trapped inside with us now, and she's like pacing back and forth, and I'll be sitting in my computer and she won't just lay down and relax. She has to like stand under my desk. Like it's like she's trying to say, Dad, make the noises stop. Or she'll come out into the living room and she'll just stand with her face right to the exterior door like, let me outside on the chain. I don't want to be in here anymore. I'm sure she would appreciate just, you know, I can't say it right now, but do you know what this means? Don't say it. Just got back to the Thousand Trails Park and there's an Amazon delivery truck. I thought of a good question. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, would the Amazon delivery man still deliver to it? Well, I got my stuff out of the washer, but there's no dryers available. The app says one dryer available. Problem is, one dryer is broken, but it's on and it's reporting into the app, so it says one dryer available. So for $1.25, it gives you a dryer for an hour, whether you need it or not. That's a long time. I don't typically dry my shirts, so I literally just took all my laundry out, take it back to the RV, hang up my shirts, then bring my wet stuff back. Hopefully, there's a dryer available in about 20 minutes. We shall see. I think originally this was a much smaller park and 4 washers and 4 dryers might have been enough, but they've added this massive section, which is happening at more and more Thousand Trails, but I don't think they planned for expanding the laundry, which they should have done. I think they need more washers and dryers. I think there's some places they could have put more stuff. Well, it's the end of the day and some laundry was done. You can see shirts kind of hanging everywhere. I don't dry my shirts. I hang them up to dry. Since I'm tall, I'm 6'3", something that my grandmother taught me when I was younger. If I hang up my shirts, then they won't shrink lengthwise. So even in an RV, they kind of get put everywhere. It's really muggy here, so now I'm kind of afraid they're not going to all get dried in time tonight. It's one of the reasons I like to wash my clothes first and in the morning, so that way that they can hang all over the place. As you can see, I'll open up the cabinets up there and just gives me extra places to hang up my shirts. So this laundry at this RV park, kind of frustrating. There's only 4 washers, 4 dryers, and one of the dryers is broken. So they've got the cool feature where they've got the application on your phone so that you can see how many are available. Like you can see, hey, if there's no washers available in 15 minutes, one of them's going to finish. Well, there was always one dryer available, but that's because one of it was broken. But they didn't unplug it, so it's still checking in as available. So it kind of throws off the feng shui. No, I don't think that's the right way to say that. But the other factor is the washing machines run for about 29 minutes. The dryers run for about an hour. So you can get a whole bunch of people in and out of there washing. There's just not enough dryers. Ultimately, if you're going to have a time frame like that, they probably could balance it all out by doing double stack dryers in there rather than just the 4 basic dryers. If they had 8 dryers, it's probably all they need. But I was thinking at first, so the way it's set up, this Thousand Trails used to be much smaller, and they've recently added a lot of nice 50 amp full hookup pull through sites. And they added 1 bathhouse. But when they did that, they did not add any more laundry facility. So here we are, a lot more people here with still the same amount of laundry. A little bit frustrating. Doesn't help any when I'm dealing with all this and I'm very hungry. So my blood sugar was a little low, doing my best not to snap at people. I was going to record during that time, but because I was a little agitated, it's like, let me just wait so I don't sound like another crazy rant. So I got 2 loads washed and I was just waiting on dryers. Somebody jumped in ahead of me on one of the dryers. Like I brought back my clothes so that I could hang up my shirts, and then I went back up there thinking I could get my shorts and pants and stuff into a dryer, and somebody that I don't know where they were, maybe they were just sitting in their car waiting for a chance, but they jumped in and grabbed one, and now it's like 50 minutes to go. All the dryers were being used. In town, there is one laundromat that the dryers are reasonably priced. I went ahead and went there. And usually at the laundromat, the really big dryers, I can just combine my clothes and Tanya's clothes, and then I can sort them later, and then I can save a little money that way. When everybody gets their own dryer, it can be faster, because then I don't necessarily have to sort stuff there at the laundromat. If I do each person's, like Kaylin's, Kira's, Tanya's, mine, in a different dryer, that can be faster. But to save money, I can combine them, because those dryers are huge. They can handle it. Much bigger than the washing machines. I'm not sure how many quarters I did, like 40 minutes. But then we needed a few items from the grocery store, so I was able to run over to HEB and pick up stuff from the grocery store. And I'm trying to be better on money, trying not to waste money. And so I didn't go to any restaurants, even though I was starving. I just got a block of Swiss cheese and some spicy Cheez-Its. And just they're cramming them in my face. Got me back up to a level where I was not so grumpy. But it got the laundry done, came back, still took forever. It's hard to say if it would have taken less time if I would have just handled it at the park. I am thankful that this park has 24-hour laundry room. The last one, they're like, the laundry room closes at 8, or the laundromat in town closes at 9. I'm not really sure. You're running an unattended business like that. What's the point of closing those? Just let it stay open. Are they afraid someone's going to come in and unhook a washing machine and leave with it? Well, now it's the end of the day, listening to the wind blow. We've got some potential storms coming in. How exciting. There's a plus and a minus to where we're at. The plus is we're in a new section. There's no big tree branches over us to potentially fall down. So that fear of having a tree fall on the RV is not there. The downside to that is that wind can pick up more speed in a big wide open space. So I don't know if I'm in a better situation or not. There is a good amount of RVs around us, so hopefully that can kind of slow some of the wind down. We'll see. I'm just working on editing some video. I want to have a video for Wisconsin out for this Sunday night. So you may be wondering what's going on. If you're watching like every video, and I've started putting out daily vlogs in the morning, and that's like live, up to date, and I'm not really trying to focus on where we are. You're seeing things about the park we're in, but I'm not really highlighting or talking about that park and where it is exactly. The point of these videos is for you to see what our life is like as we live in an RV. That's the point of these daily videos. Sunday night is the actual journey. I'm putting more time and effort into those videos, adding a little bit of music, just spending more time on those videos, trying to refine them a bit. They still come out Sunday evenings. I aim for 5:30 Central Time on Sundays, and I am behind on those videos. They take a lot more work. I can't just talk to the camera like this and then throw it into a video editor. And these daily vlogs, I'm only spending about an hour to prepare them at the end of the day to upload, so that the next morning you're able to watch them. Sunday night's videos, I'd say, are probably getting maybe 6 to 8 hours of time spent on them. I have to comb through footage from multiple sources. My phone, Tanya's phone. We've got a 360 camera, the drone, the camera you're watching on. Sometimes even a GoPro as well. So I have to kind of sort through all of those, and it's kind of a mess, and that actually adds to the work. That's part of it. The other parts are maybe using some music and syncing up changes in the video to the beat. All of that takes time. I enjoy it, and I don't want to give it up. But I wouldn't be able to do these daily videos if I were putting that much effort into each one. There'd be no time for me to cook a meal, take a shower, walk the dog, or do my actual salaried job that I have to do so that I can afford this lifestyle. I just don't have that much time in the day. So I like to kind of spend a little bit of time each day on that video for Sunday, where I have to, like, one day could literally be just me combing through the footage. Like, I had a lot of footage for Wisconsin. We were there for a month and we did different things. And part of the decision making is, do I put it all in one really long video to show you like everything we did in Wisconsin? That would be a lot of work. Or like split it up. So for instance, we had a day where we went to a state park in Wisconsin and then we went up to Duluth, Minnesota for the day. Just, that was one adventure, and I have enough footage to make one video about the journey. Another day we went to spend time with my cousin in Hayward, Wisconsin. Got to play some mini golf. We were watching these guys doing like the lumberjack competition. We didn't actually go to the show, but they had a mini golf across the street and we could watch them do that. And there was a bunch of shops and candy shops and ice cream shops, and so that, you know, that's an adventure. I can break these out and separate them. It makes it more work in the fact that there's going to be more videos, but it makes it so I don't have to do a whole bunch of work in 1 week. But that's part of the process. I just kind of look through it all and like, okay, well, that was Hayward, and put that in a folder, and okay, there's the Wisconsin State Park and Duluth, Minnesota, and put that in a folder, and then the town that we were actually in and the RV park we were actually in, and put that in a folder. All of that actually takes time. It's quite a bit of work. I do it because I enjoy it. If you enjoy watching it, then that brings me joy. I enjoy the whole process, because at the end of the day, these videos I'm making, I like to watch them. I make videos that I enjoy watching. I may not watch them a whole lot right now, but we've been doing YouTube for over 3 years. We have another channel where we used to go tent camping. Every once in a while, we'll just sit there and watch our tent camping videos from 3 years ago and see how little the girls were and the fun we were having by the campfire. 2 birds, 1 stone kind of situation. I'm making videos that I want to watch and that I would enjoy, and that we can have these on file. But at the same time, if there's a possibility that that goes well with YouTube, this could be a business someday. And I honestly have learned so much about video editing and camera. I potentially have a second career if I wanted it. I think that I've learned enough about the editing software that I could probably pick up a side gig if I had the free time. I don't necessarily have the time because everything keeps me pretty busy, but let's say my job fell through. I have new skills that I didn't have before I started this process. Sounds pretty good to me. I'm gonna go ahead, shut you down right now. Shut you down, shut down. Just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all rest. Take the rest of the day off. And I am gonna take this footage and get the video ready so that in the morning, you'll see it. It's tomorrow. Just to give you kind of a time frame, it's 9:30. No, 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock Central Time right now. And this video will be out at 8 a.m. Central Time. So, about 11 hours. That's how close this is. Isn't that crazy? And when you see the stuff from Wisconsin, if you watch our video on Sunday, that was last July/August. Like I said, a little behind on some of this stuff. Life happens. Don't let it stop you. Even recording a bunch of videos. Alright, so see y'all tomorrow. Stay fresh, cheese bags.